Good afternoon. My name is Diane Varga with Family Partners of Morris and Sussex County, and I welcome you to today's Lunch and Learn. Today is March 13th, 2025. Our presenter today is Denise Lanza. She is with the Morris County Park Commission. Welcome, Denise.
Thank you so much, Diane. I am going to open my PowerPoint and see if I can share my screen here. Oh, okay, hold on.
No worries.
Sorry, it automatically started moving. We don't want it to do that by itself. Okay, let's see. I'm going to share first. Let's see if we can do it that way.
There we go.
Okay, do this. Go to slideshow, but I don't want it. I'm afraid if I go automatically. Yeah, see, okay. Why is it not doing that? Okay, let's see. Slideshow from beginning. All right, let's see if this works.
Okay, no worries.
Well, thank you all for popping in today. I'm going to go over some of the great facilities and parks that we have in the park system. And if you have any questions, hopefully we'll have a few minutes at the end. So I'm going to start with kind of what I think is our central focal point, the Frelinghuysen Arboretum. It is in Morris Township. It is a horticultural facility. This is the mansion at what was called Whippany Farm at the time that this was the home of the Frelinghuysens. But we also have the Joseph Haggerty Education Center, and that's where a lot of our programs take place. We have children's programs, adult programs, school classes, Girl Scout, Boy Scout, a lot of different programs, but also it's kind of generally the visitor center. So if people are there on their own, they can go in and pick up brochures and flyers and things of that sort. As I mentioned, we do have a lot of different programs. That middle photo is Fairy Day, which I think is in the spring, so should be coming up pretty soon. And then we do scarecrow events, scarecrows in the garden in the fall. There are special events throughout the year, and you can always check out our calendar on the website for those activities that are available. We have miles and miles of trails throughout the county. Patriots Path, the Morris Greenway, Traction Line Trail, Columbia Trail. Many of them are paved, so they are fine for strollers or bicycles. Some are unpaved and are in more undeveloped types of areas, but there are generally parking areas that are available to access any of these. We have Menon Sports Arena that we operate. It is a 3-surface ice rink in Morris Township. We have public skating throughout the week. We also have skating lessons that are available. Hockey is very popular there. There's a hockey camp in the summer. We also have some special events that are held by outside organizations. Some of the schools, some of the high schools have their graduations at the arena. There are special events. Comic-Con was one of them. I'm not sure they're coming back this year, but there's dog shows. There's a grappling event, which is kind of like wrestling from what I understand. And also this year, we will be welcoming an indoor football league called the Cyphers. They'll be playing there in the summer. And it's a very family-oriented activity. There's going to be concerts and interactions with the players and things of that sort. I think they're starting the end of June with their schedule. We have several historic sites. Historic Speedwell is in Morristown. We have programs there that kind of have the public interact with activities that might have happened at the time that Historic Speedwell was the house of Alfred Vail. The Vail Mansion is across the street, but they also lived here. And this is where the telegraph was perfected by with John Morse. So we have a National Historic Site in the factory building because that is where the telegraph was perfected. There's a whole exhibit there. And then in addition to that, we also might have reenactments. There's always a holiday festival in the barn. and lots of activities. The historic sites will be opening April 1st for the summer, and they generally close in November. The other historic site we have is Foster Fields Living Historical Farm, again in Morris Township. Foster Fields operates as a historic farm, so when the public is there, you will not see motorized vehicles, motorized equipment. We do have draft horses that help us on the farm, but they also pull a wagon so that people can go through a wagon tour of the farm. I would say coming up in the spring, one of the most exciting times is Baby Animal Weekend, when the piglets and the lambs and all the babies are on site. It's usually by the end of May. But again, that would be something you can check out on our calendar. And Foster Fields will have special activity days as well. Another photo of the barnyard complex there. Cows, horses, pigs, chickens. Central Park of Morris County is our newest park. It's located in Parsippany, kind of near the Morris Plains border. We have an all-access playground, which is accessible for children who are mobility impaired in their wheelchairs. We have 4 lighted turf fields. The schools run their cross-country events there. We have an off-leash dog park. We have a sand volleyball court. We have a challenger field, which is a paved softball field that is used by Dawn Center for Independent Living. We'll also be putting in, hopefully this spring, outdoor fitness equipment. So that will be free to use, especially for people who, just can't afford to go to the Y, or, are a little intimidated by going to the gym. So there'll be outdoor fitness equipment installed as well. Lewis Morris County Park is just kind of across Morristown from Central Park. It is the only facility where we have swimming. Sunrise Lake Beach Club is located at Lewis Morris Park. We have swimming. We have what's called a Wibbit, and that is the little inset photo that you see there. It's an inflatable climbing activity area that is located on Sunrise Lake. Sunrise Lake also has a summer camp. There are softball fields, picnic areas, picnic shelters. In the past, I don't want to promise, but again, in the past, they've had camp out on the beach. So families who've never really gone camping and are a little hesitant can kind of come and be there with staff for the camp out on the beach. We have several horticultural facilities. This one is Willowwood Arboretum. It is located in Chester. It's an absolutely gorgeous garden facility. Generally formal gardens, but some meadows and fields. And spring, summer, fall, absolutely gorgeous. It also is available. There's a barn at Willowwood Arboretum that is available for rentals. And there it is. Those top 2 photos. We've had people do small weddings there. We've also had meetings and other types of events. Right next door to Willowwood Arboretum is Bamboo Brook Outdoor Education Center, also located in Chester. Bamboo Brook was designed by Martha Brooks Hutchison when she lived there. She was one of the first female landscape architects. And what we've done the past few years is we've taken her plans that we have, her historic plans, and we've reconstructed some of the gardens to match her original plans. Some of the buildings that we have at these facilities are actually leased to nonprofit organizations. So they provide programs there, but they also kind of keep an eye on things for us, which is really helpful. The Elizabeth K Environmental Center is kind of another garden area, even though we call it an environmental center, and it is located in Chester as well, just up the road from Willowwood and Bamboo Brook. Mrs. K was very much interested in educating children and conserving properties. So we again have these beautiful rolling hills and meadows, and there's a gorge down to the Black River. Really, I would say all 3 of these facilities are kind of for like walking around, bringing a little brown bag lunch, having a little picnic on the grounds. We're moving up towards Route 513 in Chester Township here for Cooper Mill. Cooper Mill is one of the only, and possibly the only, operating grist mill that still works with water from the Black River. Our 2-ton grinding stones, the miller will grind corn for cornmeal, and will grind wheat for flour. And there are tours available at Cooper Mill and also some special events scheduled there as well. And there's our water wheel at the Black River, and the miller, our former miller, showing some students how to crack that corn and make cornmeal. Schooley's Mountain County Park is located in Washington Township, just outside of Long Valley, up the hill from Long Valley, I guess. At Schooley's Mountain Park, you can pretty much wander some of the trails and you feel like you're in the Catskills or the Poconos. It really kind of takes you away into nature. We have a floating dock along the lake, Lake George, that you can get from one side to the other. You can use it for fishing. We also have picnic areas. There's a large picnic shelter. There's a softball field there. And then we also have the lodge at Schooley's Mountain Park, which is available for rentals, birthday parties, weddings, anything of that sort. It's one of the first 4 golf courses that the Park Commission operates. Flanders Valley Golf Course is a 36-hole golf course in Mount Olive and Roxbury Townships. We contract out the operation of the golf course. And so they are responsible for maintenance. They're responsible for the tee time reservations and also any golf tournaments that are scheduled at those locations. We're stopping at one of our general purpose parks now, Hedden County Park, which is in Dover, Randolph, and Mine Hill. There is a pond there as well. Not sure about fishing anymore. It is starting to get silted in a little bit, but there is this beautiful picnic shelter that's reservable for family outings and family events. There's trails, there's a picnic shelter. There's also a small waterfall if you follow one of the trails out through the park. We're also lucky enough to have Lee's County Park Marina, which is on Lake Apacon in Mount Arlington. Mr. Lee felt that he needed to start looking towards retirement, and he didn't want his property to become condominiums on the lake. So the Park Commission was fortunate enough to acquire that. There are 99 boat slips. There are 3 boat launches out onto the lake. Really popular too for accessing the lake for fishing tournaments. It's the only public access in Morris County on the lake. The other public access is the state park, and that's in Sussex County. Mail on Dickerson Reservation is our camping location. We do have picnic areas there and a softball field and fishing at Saffin Pond, but the big hit at Mail on Dickerson Reservation are the tent camping, shelter camping, and RV campsites that are available at Mail on Dickerson Reservation. Pretty much open. I mean, I would imagine we get some possible winter, but pretty much open, April through November at those facilities. Second golf course, Berkshire Valley Golf Course, located in Jefferson Township. Berkshire Valley is where an old sand and gravel pit was located. And if you see on the left side there, that's an elephant house. The Ringling brothers used this facility as one of their homes when they were in the area. And our architect decided that it was kind of neat to save some of the circus remnants as they made the golf course. So it's kind of a really neat 18-hole facility. Craigmere Recreation Complex is in Rockaway Township. This was a family-owned facility where you could have reserved for group picnics, and the Park Commission pretty much handles that the same way. There's a very large shelter. There are also some other picnic areas as well, and groups can reserve some additional enhancements and amenities like a blow-up castle. At Silas Condict Park, which is in Kinnelon, we have what we call the casino. It's a former historic speakeasy there. You see on the left, that's reservable, but there are also hiking trails, picnic areas, a picnic shelter that you see down in the right there, and fishing along the lake. Third golf course, Sunset Valley in Kinnelon and Pequannock, 18 holes, adjacent to Route 287, but barely recognizable that there's a highway nearby. Pyramid Mountain Natural Historic Area is a very big hiking location, cross-country skiing as well, snowshoeing. It's in Montville Township. And the big attraction at Pyramid Mountain is Tripod Rock, which you see up in the right-hand corner there. It's a glacial erratic that is sitting on 3 smaller boulders. There's a challenging hike up to Pyramid, and then there is a more easy hike up to Tripod Rock. But there's a visitor center, and our environmental education staff also hosts programs at Pyramid Mountain. A general purpose park located in Boonton and Denville, Mountain Lakes, Torrance County Park, playground, picnic shelter, softball field, hiking trails, and access to the Rockaway River. The Rockaway River access area is in one section of the park as well, canoeing, kayaking, etc. Old Troy County Park is a bit of a smaller park located in Parsippany Troy Hills. We do have some trails there for walking and hiking. There's a softball field and a picnic shelter and picnic facilities as well. We'll have to say all of our general purpose parks also have restroom facilities that are open seasonally. If the restrooms are closed, there's usually a porta-john at the park. Last golf course, Pinchbrook Golf Course, more of an executive course. It was a private golf club at one point. It's in Florham Park in East Hanover. And again, kind of a shorter course for new players or executive course. A lot of our women golfers play at Pinchbrook as well. Lewanika Brook Reservation, very popular park because it has almost 4 miles of paved trail. But picnic sites, picnic shelter, softball field. The Morris Park Alliance, our nonprofit, has a bike share there. Adults can rent a bike. I think we're at $1.50 a half an hour to take on the paved trails. Another part of Lewanika Brook Reservation is Seton Hackney Stables. This is contracted out to an operator, but they do trail rides, they have summer camp, and they will also do English riding lessons. Heading into Chatham Township, our Great Swamp Outdoor Education Center. They do a tremendous number of programs, school classes, children, adults, special events. One of the things that's recently been happening, as you see in that center photo, maple sugaring. They'll tap maple trees at the Great Swamp and they will put them in the evaporator and make maple syrup. There's a bird blind there. There's a boardwalk out into the Great Swamp. I see my note there that says we're currently closed for HVAC upgrades. We are thinking probably in the next 2 weeks, the visitor center will reopen with brand new heating, ventilation, and air conditioning services. Okay, so I think I was just at 20 minutes there, which is 22 minutes, which is what I was hoping for. Our website is morrisparks.net. I think I have that on the next slide here. Yeah, morrisparks.net. 326-7600 is our general phone number. If you go on our website, morrisparks.net, you will have a pop-up and you can sign up for our e-blast list. You will get once a week, you will get a notice, usually Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, of activities that are coming up and programs that are coming up. You can also use the website to go into the calendar of events and check out things that are happening. You can request a reservation for a picnic area and then just kind of see what's happening in the park. So I strongly recommend that. And I just want to go back here. The Morris Park Alliance is our nonprofit organization, and we will support programs. We helped build the great playground at Central Park of Morris County. We helped put the picnic shelter in at Foster Fields, but we do have a 510K coming up on April 13th at Central Park of Morris County. You can walk or you can run, either one, but you can come and join us at Central Park for that event on Sunday morning at 9:30. So I'm going to stop sharing and then be available for any questions that anyone has.
Thank you, Denise. Does anyone have any questions for Denise?
I know I kind of went through pretty fast, but like
no, I think you went through in full detail. I'm looking forward to spring now so I can get out and check out some of those activities.
Super. Yeah,
But
there's always something happening. If you're interested in gardening at the horticulture sites, the environmental education sites, children's programs, we have everything from pre-K up to like early teens, school classes, as I said. We even have homeschool programs for the homeschool groups to come in. So yeah, Always something going on, always something fun. I think this weekend is the last weekend of the maple sugaring activity because now it's going to be getting too warm.
Too warm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if no one has any questions, Denise, I would like to thank you for sharing not only your time, but this important information. You've given us a lot of information, so nobody can complain that they don't have any opportunity to get out in nature with
You're
what you've shared
welcome.
today, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Spring is coming. Come out, visit us, bring us
definitely.
lunch. Just come and hang out in one of the parks.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to share today's presentation, it will be up on our Family Partners YouTube channel, probably in about a week. Feel free to visit our website for any additional information about upcoming speakers. Again, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. And Denise, again, thank you very much for your time.
So much for having me. I hope people can, find out a lot of info about the parks. Really appreciate it.
Definitely.
And Amber, thank you for coming in. I'm going to hop out because I got at 12:30. All
Thank you. Have a great day.
right. Thank you so much.
Take care, everyone.